Okay, so I'm starting the show.
Serving up the beats and making it hot. The hottest DJ is now live.
Oh yeah, I could call you back on Messenger if need be.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. It's about to go down.
Attention, attention, please let us have your attention. You are now about to enter another dimension. So open your mind, push reset, and reboot your computer.
Now, taking it back to the old school.
Old school flavor.
Move to the groove with the baddest DJ.
So you can share and tell
The
us,
dopest beats.
Oh, wait a
We
minute.
come to you today, Lord. Just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for forgiving us for our sins. Thank you for giving us another day at life. We truly appreciate it. Although we may not seem that we do, but we graciously do. We're thankful for your grace and your mercy. Thank you for forgiving us when others did not forgive us. And this verse from Nehemiah 9:17 states, "They refused to listen and did not remember your wondrous deeds, which you had performed among them. So they became stubborn and appointed a leader to return to their slavery in Egypt. But you are a God of forgiveness, gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in loving kindness. And you did not forsake them." Okay, those words from Nehemiah 9:17 in the New American Standard Version. They refused to listen and did not remember your wondrous deeds, which you had performed among them. That, to me, speaks to the ungrateful spirit in a lot of us. People will not listen. They will speak, but they won't listen. If we're not listening, we're not gaining anything. If you're quick to forget when others are there for you, you're ungrateful. So they became stubborn and appointed a leader to return to their slavery in Egypt. Why are we always backtracking? We should not be backtracking. Why would they be stubborn? Because they're ungrateful. But you are a God of forgiveness, gracious and compassionate, slow to anger. God is a forgiving God, so therefore his children should always be forgiven. Being gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in loving kindness, and you did not forsake them. We are angered easily. God wasn't angered easily. We should be forgiving our brothers and sisters, just as God forgave us. No one's perfect. We all make mistakes. It's easy to forgive, but not forget. But don't go around holding grudges. It's very much easier to forgive and love our brothers and sisters. And to everyone on Spreaker, enjoy the music, enjoy the connections that you make, and treat everyone with respect and love. And love the music.
I can't sleep. Am I always wrong? Why ain't the industry playing my song? I can't sleep. Will I get somewhere? I feel like I'm going round circles, going nowhere. I can't sleep. Is there a future for me in this rap game that I can't see. I can't sleep. Nah, I get there, man, but until then, well, I guess I can't sleep. Sometimes I can't sleep and I stare at the wall. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me, will I make it or will I fall? Right now I'm going in circles while I'm giving it my all. I lie in the darkness and start to think, is there a brighter future or will it all sink? As it's going nowhere, I start to get weak, gasp for air as I can't breathe. I try and think for the best opportunity, still can't rest on this downside. What it's done to me, the time on my clock is going faster. I seep into anger and I start to get madder. Tick, tick, the clock goes while my eyes bloodshot and my madness grows. Nobody knows what the future holds, but after this verse I know why I can't sleep. Am I always wrong? Why ain't the industry playing my song? I can't sleep. Will I get somewhere? I feel like I'm going round circles, going nowhere. I can't sleep. Is there a future for me in this rap game that I can't see? I can't sleep. Nah, I get there, man, but until then, well, I guess I can't sleep. Tossing and turning, my mind just hurting, just knowing I'm doing all this work and it ain't working. So many artists in the game do it for money, while I work 100%, I'm still hungry. I don't think it's funny, I think it's a joke. Will I end up with a normal life? I can't cope. Always when I lie there, that's what I witness. I'm running out of time, I'm reaching my limit. I wake up in a panic fright. It's the same damn scenario every night. It's a nightmare how these punks get signed while provoking no image and spin them lies. What don't I have that they've got? Why no open opportunity for my shot? And how's it I'm always wrong? Now I hope you can capture my message through this song. I can't sleep. Am I always wrong? Why ain't the industry playing my song? I can't sleep. Will I get somewhere? I feel like I'm going round circles, going nowhere. I can't sleep. Is there a future for me in this rap game that I can't see? I can't sleep. Nah, I get there, man, but until then, well, I guess I can't sleep. Started from nothing, trying to make something. People push us down and we keep on running. Walk through the storm, walk through the wall. Bust through, say we're taking it all. We're going for our dream, can't stop this team. Rushing in and we changing this scene. You think you can stop our movement glory, but we're standing tall in the story. I'm sick of these people being disrespectful. Can't see we're working hard, it's a mental. All around the clock, it's never endful. You can't do the same, so don't step two. Us in a crew, step one, step two. We wanted this from the start, so we're coming through. In your street, bringing that hardcore beat, making that movement from under your feet. From always something new, haters, what you gonna do? You're gonna look stupid on what you tried to prove, because we're pumped in on your block. Sending out, hear my message when we're ready to drop. Yeah,
you can't stop us, no, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, bro, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, we're unstoppable.
It's our mission and we're ready to rock. Yeah,
you can't stop us, no, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, bro, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, we're unstoppable.
Forward momentum and we ain't gonna stop.
Cause I find me an addict, cause that forward momentum, I gotta have it, have at it. Not half as good as the next man, 10 times bro, gotta grab it. By the scruff of the neck, ring it out. End up as a wreck, work it out. Gotta keep it in check, sing it out. That's the name of the game, that's what life's about. To reflect with the best of them, that's what you like to call life's tests, I guess. when you cry, when you're pressed. I said, that's what I like to call life's test, you mesh. Ha, what a sesh. But if you still see rain, then you need to digest what I put in your brains like a pill. It'll make you insane unless you kill what put you here. Who you think you are? You're the highest man here? Well, that's a start. Look around, take it in, we take it all. Now sit back, watch begin. You can't stop us, no, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, bro, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, we're unstoppable. It's our mission and we're ready to rock, yeah. You can't stop us, no, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, bro, we're unstoppable. You can't stop us, we're unstoppable. Forward momentum and we ain't gonna stop. Run this town like Jay-Z and Kanye, me and Pablo, doing it the Aussie way. The temptation with fire in our eyes, getting closer to that one true prize. From the honesty of a hip-hop prodigy, I keep telling myself, nothing's gonna stop me for that dream to make it come true. That's why we speak the truth in the booth. Yeah, we spit truth, call us the criers. We sing loudly, so call us the choir. Me and Mugzy, born in the fire.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ April Showers. Wasn't that last jam bumping? That song was from Mugzy, a hip-hop artist from Sydney, Australia, featuring Pablo. Now, I have on the phone here, I have Mugzy, and he is going to tell us his history, and he's going to talk about him being a hip-hop artist. Go ahead, Mugzy.
Yo, what's going on, D? Hello from Sydney, Australia, the land down under, and 17 hours in the future, so how's the past looking? Yeah, so I've been doing hip-hop music for a while. Like, I started when I was, 14. I'm 28 now, and I sort of came into the hip-hop game around the 90s and the early 2000s era. So dudes, like Nas and Tupac Shakur, and of course Eminem, and I could go down a whole list. And I sort of used the platform and the art form of music of hip-hop as just an expression to really get out of my circumstances of a bad place, and hanging with the bad crowds and all that. And it was just a form of like expression to really have my, I guess, a voice and a message to give back to whoever was listening, whether it's my community or just people who knew me. And but when I grew up, I knew if I was only doing it as the music standpoint of things and not really learning and developing and evaluating where the culture has really came from, then I wouldn't have been taken serious as an artist. So I've really tried to learn as much as I can along the way, but really appreciated the roots and the origins of where this culture has become so universal at the same time. So yeah, that's my kind of like little, I guess you can say, origin story, D. Yeah.
Okay, Mugzy. How do they take on hip-hop music?
Honestly, our love for the culture of hip-hop is pretty huge over here. We really love the more underground kind of vibe, where it's open mics or the battling scene, or having, we're more about having the lyrics and the passion and the social message compared to I guess what's going on now with the mainstream kind of mumble and trap kind of way. We don't really have that here in Australia. Some kids are just trying to do it because maybe it's like their scene now, but to guys that have been doing it for years over here, that's not really for us. And with Iggy Azalea, and speaking on that, we're not a fan of her either, and she's from Australia, which is crazy, right? Yeah.
Right. Okay. Can you give me a favorite song that you to play that, you would want me to play that you feel that's a good song or one that's gonna make you money?
Yeah, I think my number one song that I like personally, and majority of the people that have listened to it over the years, is My Journey. Obviously explains the title in itself is explains the whole song. So it's My Journey. The first verse is how I started. Second verse is how I developed my sound, and the third verse is how I evaluated myself into the culture of hip hop. So yeah, it's just a 4-minute track on basically me. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so My Journey was also one of the songs that I liked. So I'm gonna let us take a break and I'm gonna let you guys listen to My Journey.
When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. Misery is how it started, no scenery or harvest. I always shed a tear of heartless. Pain became a darkness, hit me when I was 15. Had no future, had no dream, until everyone pushed me in between. Then hip-hop, yeah, was my scene. I found something to find myself, to get me out of this live in hell. I got back up, come on, when I fell, and said the truth on what I had to tell. A new man with discipline. When the culture had witnessed my sin, I felt that I had to shine within, show the world that I was ready to begin. Almost about to be given in, until hip-hop gave me a new beginning. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. Dropped down rhymes but needed material, started writing songs and hit the studio. Shalom City was so surreal, felt like a proposition on what they feel. Over a 2-year period I made Ride or Die. When it came out I thought the gangster style was my life. Now looking back I'm ashamed, should've thought twice. Just want to live like the odds in my mind. Guess it made me walk more around like a joke. Even when I got that fake respect I lied, kill my hopes. Time to go back to the raps and suicide notes. I want to learn again and I couldn't cope in an atmosphere full of pain, while I was trying to make a difference in my place. Seemed like a disgrace, people trying to kill my faith, all because I don't appeal to your taste. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. But no, after all, hip-hop had my mindset. I learned more about the culture to build my rep. The founding fathers, the 4 elements to take me further. First you got rap, then you got DJ, breaking with the B-boys, graffiti on the freeway. I started meeting groups who love the culture, share history, build connects and got bolder. We all have different journeys, and as a follower I believe that as times get older we roll as one, all together. Nothing will ever separate us, never. Started to become a smarter MC, quit hiding cause the pain in my words set me free. And I became stronger, no one could touch me, as I was building the name Mugzy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on.
Hello, this is DJ April Showers. That was a nice song. That was one of the songs that I like. Now, what I want to do is I want to ask Mugzy, being over there in Sydney, Australia, most hip hop artists, they are white, black, what's the range? Because here in the United States, most of our hip hop artists, they are African American or black. So
Yeah, you got it right on point. The first time, dear, it's actually a mix between white and black, but we get a lot of multicultural people coming into our shores to live here. So, it's literally, there's not even just one group over here anymore. It's literally, whites, blacks, Asians, Indians, like all type of style. So, we don't even really have one pinpoint on rappers over here, which is crazy, Like I know the States, is African American. Over here, it's very multicultural, which is crazy because like originated with white artists over here in the 80s and the 90s, but then when Australia started to grow, then it became more multicultural. We more attack people's flows more than their authenticities. Like I think that's why it's so multicultural, because like if we see that like you've got a whack ass rhyme or like a whack ass persona in this hip hop culture, like over here it's like very shunned upon and frowned upon over here, because it's just like fuck, like you're disrespecting something that's so great, and you're just tarnishing it. If that makes sense, Yeah.
okay, I have another question. So has there been any Australian artists to really make it big over there, with the hip hop music?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that question up because, obviously from a worldwide universal standpoint, Iggy Azalea is Australian, sadly. But when we found out she was getting signed to TI back in, what was it, 2015, 16, before we had the song Fancy come out, like all the press was saying, Australian hip hop artist, Iggy Azalea, and we're like, who's this, this hip hop artist, Iggy Azalea, and we thought, wow, like she's hit a global market. She could probably give a name on the map for other Australian artists to come into the scene and have their voice to be heard. And then when Fancy came out and she was pulling the whole, I guess you can say, Malibu's Most Wanted act, the whole persona and stuff, we were just dumbfounded. We were like borderline shocked because we just thought, man, like you had this great platform to give us a voice, and now the world's gonna look at us like, yo, do you pull the whole B-Rad kind of, I guess you can say wigger, acting or that garbage because of what they see. Because I get it all the time. I get the whole, do you sound like Iggy Azalea and pull all that crap? And it's like, nah, like Australia doesn't do that. We just have our stories and stuff. We don't have this fake persona and all that garbage. It's even annoying me talking about her because, she's just like a disgrace. So, yeah.
Okay, so you guys consider her disgrace because of the way that she acted, the way that she dissed all the other Australians, or because she didn't help you guys out? Why do you consider her a disgrace?
It was just like the fact of, the one, Australia has so much love for this culture, and it's built on authenticity, of having that originality, and knowing that, yes, it's an Americanized market, but when we saw that, wow, this Australian artist is breaking the scene, it was so shocking but so amazing at the same time that we thought, how is this even possible that America is starting to pick up on our scene? And then when we saw her video and it was this whole fake persona and this whole gimmick in a sense, we just thought that it's honestly, you had a shining light to showcase what we could do, and now after your fancy videos come out on a universal, worldwide base, that's how the world is going to look at us now of Australian hip-hop from that one act. It's just like, wow, like that, I get it all the time, like I said, it's like, wow, do you pull the whole, wankster kind of act, like that she was pulling, and it's like, I don't know if that was the label's fault or if that was her own idea, but it was just kind of like it was really a stab in the back, because I just say there are so many more talented, better artists over here that really should have got their recognition, and we're just signing that crap, so that's my personal opinion on it,
Okay, another quick question. When you guys rap, do you use the N-word in your music?
God, no. Not even the, because we don't even, there's no point for it over here, and even the word should be erased from, the catalog of hip-hop, so, no, we don't pull that, that's not over here, yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's good to hear. I'm going to play another song from Mugzy. I'm getting ready to start it now.
It's amazing how these people come and see you live in the light, and then they know you're willing to do anything to fight. They come through the doors and bomb rush onto the floors and waiting for you to do you live on course. Yeah, the intensity in the room makes the crowd go boom. You see they're all in the Zoom and ready to unleash their tune. So when the crowd screams your name, don't put away your town to shame, because if you want to make it, go for that future fame. Come on, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving. Tickets after tickets, pitches after pitches, it's all a musician wants for their wishes. You're the ones that take it in the music when we make it. It's a gift from the room when we all shake it. Put a smile on your face, because the time is not to waste. It's like an expensive taste that leaves your mind without a trace. Wave your hands in the air, throw them around like you just don't care, because it's time to share in the music when we throw up the air. The people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving. Slowly the crowd dies down, but it's been good because I've proved my ground, and hope there be another the time that I can come back around. I know the hip-hop culture pulls you in. It's a genre that finally wins, so we can all relate to it through our innocence. But because you people show up, it brings us a love that the culture is tough, and hopefully it breaks us in, because we've had enough of these musicians who make lame tracks like it's funny to turn their backs, because the musicians who want to make it are bleeding on all of their tracks. The people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people.
Okay, everyone. This is DJ Showers back. Mugzy, I have another question I want to ask you. So you say at the age of 14 you started listening to hip hop music. So what was hip hop broadcasted on? What, like MTV over there? Is that how you were able to see? Hold on.
Like MTV, BET, 106 and Park, VH1, like all that kind of stuff. You know, I used to come home from like high school and stuff and just run home and watch, you know, the 106 and Park battles on TV. And this was early days of, I guess you could say, the internet. You know, so it was very hard to get it on our computer, so we really had to just listen to the TV or, you know, the radio. But it was just a fun time. Like, I mean, I remember, you know, you didn't really have the money to go and buy the CDs and stuff. You'd just be making pocket change, so you'd have to like burn the CDs, and it'd be so rare. Like someone would say, "Oh, you know, I got the new Dr. Dre album," and you'd be like, "Wait, that hasn't even came out yet. How do you get that?" And it was just this word of mouth kind of vibe back then, instead of social media. Like it's funny because we always say, you know, I wish I could go back to my teenage years, and sometimes like I wish there was a time machine which I could go back, because something was just so golden about that time of the 90s and the early thousands of hip hop for me, you know.
Okay, this is DJ April Showers. Would anybody in the chat room like to ask Mugzy a question? Okay, we'll give them a few more minutes to see if anybody else would like to ask you a question. But what I want to say is, you know, you contacted me months ago about interviewing you, and I went through sicknesses, and I am just so glad that you were patient with me about interviewing you. And I mean, I didn't know how I was going to do all this interviewing, because I didn't, you know how to have to work a mic and everything. And so, Mugzy, I have a question. A person asked, how long have you been rapping?
My first album, so I started listening to the music and the culture of hip hop when I was 14, but writing wise and releasing music, I dropped my first album, Rough Demo, in 2010, so 2010 till now, so what's that, like 9 years? Yeah, about like 8 or 9 years been doing it, like music wise, but hip hop wise, from 14 till now, you know?
Okay. Have you met other potential hip hop artists, like Pablo that's in the song, who is he? A guy from Australia? Or was...
Yeah, so Pablo was actually the producer of my second album, Understand Me. And around the time before we recorded Can't Stop Us, we're coming to the end of our routine, you know, of finalizing up the album. And, you know, he's a producer as well, slash rapper. And he was showing me some of his beats that he created in the past. And we're flicking through them, and we came across the beat that we used for Can't Stop Us, and I was just like, yo, I want to use that one. And he's like, I want to feature on this track with you if you will allow that. And I was like, yeah, man, for sure. So jump on, and so far people love the track, you know. So it's dope. He's great. Hopefully I can get on a third album with him if he's not too busy, you know.
Okay, Mugzy, I have another question, and this is coming from DJ Lady Trouble. She is the team leader for Mcde, and she is asking, who is your biggest influence or role model in the industry?
I love that question, and a lot of people, you know, when they ask me, they instantly think Eminem. But honestly, you know, it's never. M's been, you know, a great artist, of course, but my number one guy that I've always loved, and I think he is the equivalent and the epitome of what a true MC is Rakim. I think Rakim is the god MC, and you know, to any new kid that's coming in or anyone that should be associated with hip hop, he should be up there in your top 5. Like, he is the god MC. Yeah.
Okay, and another question is from DJ Nunu of Mcde. She is the boss woman, and she asks, have you made it over to the stateside yet?
No, never. I've never made it over there in USA. Just more through, I guess, the internet of connecting with you guys. But I've always wanted to come to, you know, USA and literally just, you know, go to the East Side and New York and like all that, or just like anywhere over there. But I've always wanted to visit, you know, 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, South Bronx, and just standing where it's all started. Like, I mean, the block parties and everything. I just feel that would be so surreal for me of how much I love it, you know. And it's just, I don't know, like words couldn't even express of how like surreal that would feel, just standing there and like knowing what has come out of this area, you know. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else have any questions? If not, I'm going to play another song.
Take a walk with me into this dark flow and journey. Walk through the rain, walk through the storm. It feels like my life has just been reborn. To make something of myself, of something underneath that has helped to change my life in a completely different way. Hopefully making the rain clear for a brighter day. But right now it's dark and it's misery. My mind's twisted full of pain. Yeah, don't you see? I'm in a situation where rappers stand in their own groups, constantly going over the same loops. Now how does that help a fellow MC that's walking next to you in the place to be, through the rain in the same situation, waiting for that dream that's been patiently waiting? So do I. Why? All we gotta do is keep working and try. As the rain gets rougher, it starts to get tougher. But don't fall down, cause you're only gonna suffer in sorrow. There's no better tomorrow if we don't help. It leads to more drama and trouble in this crazy place, in this crazy stage. It's time to help one another and flip the page. As I'm holding tighter, become more of a stronger fighter, like an animal, a raging Wolverine, standing tall knowing I'm chasing my dream. That's what we gotta do in this team, to inspire the young youth to make something new. Not always making the same tracks in the same booth. Then maybe the rain will fade away, giving us hip-hop a knowing name. Yeah. See me through the rain right now. See me through the rain, see me through the rain now. It's amazing how these people come and see you live in the light, and then they know you're willing to do anything to fight. They come through the doors and bomb rush onto the floors and waiting for you to do you live on course. Yeah, the intensity in the room makes the crowd go boom. You see they're all in the Zoom and ready to unleash their tune. So when the crowd screams your name, don't put away your town to shame, because if you want to make it, go for that future fame. Come on, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving. Tickets after tickets, pitches after pitches, it's all a musician wants for their wishes. You're the ones that take it in the music when we make it. It's a gift from the room when we all shake it. Put a smile on your face, because the time is not to waste. It's like an expensive taste that leaves your mind without a trace. Wave your hands in the air, throw them around like you just don't care, because it's time to share in the music when we throw up the air. The people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving. Slowly the crowd dies down, but it's been good because I've proved my ground, and hope there'll be another time that I can come back around. I know the hip-hop culture pulls you in. It's a genre that finally wins, so we can all relate to it through our innocence. But because you people show up, it brings us a love that the culture is tough, and hopefully it breaks us in, because we've had enough of these musicians who make lame tracks like it's funny to turn their backs, because the musicians who want to make it are bleeding on all of their tracks. The people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing, the people loving, the people shoving, the people moving, the people grooving, the people coming, the people running, the people standing, the people dancing.
Okay, everybody. Boy, those were some nice tracks. Mugzy, we have DJ Nuno, and she says, stay true in the game, and good things will come. And,
I appreciate that, and I love those words too, because, you know, I always lived by that since day one. You know, when you get into this game of hip-hop, I mean, even the culture, and I want to express this to any of the kids and whoever gets into it now, I feel that you really have to love it and, you know, accept and appreciate where it's come from, because, I mean, this whole thing about clout and, you know, saying the most radicalist and wildest thing, and you know, dissing the pioneers and the people that paved the way before them, I can't roll with that. I can't appreciate that. So, I mean, to any kids that really want to be an MC and be taken true in this hip-hop sort of culture, I mean, just really love and respect, and do your homework and where it's come from, and embrace it, because, you know, it makes you a genuine MC compared to just, I guess, looking like a tattooed up junkie, you know, and that kind of rhymes as well, so I didn't even expect that.
okay, does anyone else have any questions to ask him? Okay, if not, Mugzy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you conclude the interview with some words, but I'm going to say that we're going to start playing your music, and then you're going to become rich and famous, and so when we bring you back, when you become rich and famous, because we started playing your music on Mcde, that you won't forget about us and think about all of us that played your music. I believe it and I claim it. Okay.
I mean, I think my final words would be a massive shout out, thanks to you for not forgetting about me, you know, over these months, and you know, definitely take care of your health and stuff, because that was a scary occurrence, and you know, you have another friend, fan, and follower and supporter here in Australia. So thank you once again for, you know, having me on the show and just having a genuine conversation with you. You know, yeah.
Okay, everyone. We would like to thank you for joining us tonight. Mcde appreciates the support. Thank you all. Be blessed and have a great night. I will be on in 40 minutes for my late night show. Thank you all.